Oh yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, YouTube. I have my buddy Josh in here. Yes, you're in it. Happy Friday. Just going to analyze the market. We have about 5 minutes until market open. Looking at two pairs right now. YM, which is the Dow Jones, and also NASDAQ. Simple support and resistance lines. And just to share my strategy, it's a simple strategy of breakouts of support and resistance lines. So, and I only trade during times of volume, which is market open at 9:30 a.m. Looking at YM, we've had looks like an upward trend. We've pushed up pretty far, but we have clean range to the left inside if we break 45.089 all the way down to 44.820. So I'll be looking for sells below 45.089, and I'll be looking for buys at 45.217. And looking at YM, same thing. We've pushed up a lot. I'll be looking for sells at a break of 21.748 and buys at a break of 21.808. So just going to try to manage risk today. 1 to 2 trades this morning. Not being emotional if I win or lose, but we'll see what the market brings us. Let's see. So you'll see what happens when the market opens. It like pushes one way or the other. Yeah, I'm live. It's fine. YM. One thing I am working on is trying not to take a position that has pushed in one direction a lot. So if there's a big 15-minute red candle, I try to avoid that position. So we have just under a minute until market open. We'll see what happens. I am open to either buys or sells on both NASDAQ and US 30. Right now I'm leaning toward the Dow Jones, just from the look of things. So market is open. Looks like YM is pushing up slightly. Let's take a look at NASDAQ right here. Same thing, staying within the range. I will be preparing for buys here at YM. It looks like it's pushing up. So if we break 45.217, I will be taking buys. Looking at the 30-minute, looks like we're going to be reaching all-time highs if we do that. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is pushing up. Be prepared to take buys, sells. So I'm gonna take buys on NASDAQ. Wait for it to pull down just a little bit.
Order filled.
So we're in buys with NASDAQ. We'll see what happens. I got in a little bit late. So first position of the day, we're going long on NASDAQ. See what happens. Just a massive fake out if it pushes down. Come on, NASDAQ, give us a push up. It's trying to push up. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and close out of this position right here.
Order filled.
That's my first position of the day. That was unsuccessful. As you can see, it was a huge fake out. Let's look at US 30. I'll be open to US 30 sells. Let's take one more position. See what happens. Market's just kind of staying within this range. Not really doing anything today. Looks like Nasdaq's trying to push up again. We'll try a second opportunity on Nasdaq if it does push up. There's nothing going on, Josh. Nasdaq is really trying to push up, just staying patient, trying to give it a second opportunity. Looks like we're preparing for buys again. One last opportunity for the day. See you, Josh. So we're preparing for buys here. We're going to give it one last opportunity right there.
Order filled.
So we're in buys. Hopefully we can end the day on a green note. First trade was a complete fake out. We'll see what happens with this trade right here. This trade looks like it is trying to push up again. Just give us one good push up and I think we'll break out of this range. If it fakes out twice, then it's just a crazy day. Come on, NASDAQ, give us a good push. You already faked us out once. I got in a late position that first trade. It really doesn't want to push right now. Try to break out twice. It's going back in the range. Wow, are we really going to get a double fake out here? Just give us a good push, NASDAQ. One time. One time. One push up. You cannot fake us out twice. It's really trying. It's really trying. I mean, that breakout would be so good. Just give us a push up. Come on, one time. Make it a good Friday. All right, 15-minute closed above. That's always good news. Now we just need a continuation up. Yeah, these bears just really want to push the market down. So looking at this graph right now, the 15-minute closed above resistance, which is 21,808. I'm anticipating this to continue pushing up just because we closed above 21,808 with a stronger confirmation, the 15-minute time frame. Anything can happen, but if I were to say the probability of going up is much higher, but these market conditions are definitely very choppy right now. There isn't any follow-up volume to push up, but we'll see. If we can close above in the next 13 minutes with the 30-minute candle closing, then I think we will continue to push towards all-time highs. But there's the push that we need. I'll probably be aiming for about a 1 to 2. So what I'm seeing here right now is a 15-minute candle closure above 21,817. Since it was 15 minutes, it's stronger confirmation that will continue to break out on the upside. Of course, patterns tend to repeat themselves, but they don't have to. What I'm looking for now is a 30-minute close right at 10 a.m. And with that 30-minute close, I think we're going to continue to see NASDAQ push up. So we've pushed up about 15 points since my entry. We'll be looking for at least 50 points on this trade. We do have a lot of clean range to the left inside, as you can see. Next major resistance is at 21,900. So just staying patient here. Like I said, that 15-minute closure did look good. Patterns tend to repeat themselves, but they don't have to. This is my second trade of the day. If we do get faked out again, I think that would be wild, but it is what it is. There's the push up that we need. I will be placing stops to break even about this point right here, which it did. So placing stops to break even, but I don't really see this candle slowing down, so I'm just going to let it run. Probably go for a 1 to 2 or even a 1 to 3. So I'm going to just be holding this position. I don't really see this position slowing down, especially with the 30-minute candle about to close. I'm just going to be holding. So we do have a lot of clean range to the left-hand side. That's the reason why I'm holding this position right now. I believe I will take a little bit of profit with one more push up. But then again, I don't really see this slowing down, so I will be taking a little bit of profit right about now.
Order filled.
So it took a little bit of profit right there, but I'm going to let the rest run to about 100 points. So next target for this is 21,908. I have placed stops to break even. The 30-minute candle is about to close, so I'm really anticipating this to be a bullish day. If we can just close above 21,817 in 4 minutes, I think we're just going to continue up. Let's see what YM is doing. YM is pushing down. So we have YM pushing down. NASDAQ is trying to close above 21,817. I would be highly surprised if we go back within this range, but like I said, patterns tend to repeat themselves, but they don't have to. But I believe the probability of this candle continuing to go up is higher than the probability of it going back in the range. But we do have 2 minutes till the 30-minute candle closes. That's going to be a big indication to see if we're going to continue to push up or we're going to fall back into the range. But right now, it looks like the probability is higher that we'll continue to push up. So I will be waiting for candle closure on the 30-minute. I took profit at about a 1 to 2, but I'm trying to hold the last part of the position for a 1 to 4. We have about 40 more seconds until the 30-minute candle closes. That's a good push up on the 30-minute. The 30-minute candle has closed. Now I'm looking for a wick down and a continuation to push up. Looking at the 1 hour. At this point, after we hit about a 1 to 4 at 21,917, I'll be trailing my stop loss at that point. So I'm going to move my stop loss to about right here just to trail it. I don't think it should retrace that far. It's a good push up. I'll think about taking a little bit more profit here. So I'm going to take a little bit more profit right here. We're at about a 1, 2, 3. So take a little bit more profit off the table. I'm going to continue to move up my stop loss, trail it. Looks like we are hitting a pretty significant resistance right here at 21,916. Thinking about fully closing the position right here. Just one more push up and I'll fully close it. Looks like volume is slowing down just a little bit. I will be closing at this blue line, just continuing to trail my stop loss. Getting prepared to close out the trade. If it goes below that blue line, I will close out the trade fully. It's really trying to continue to push up.
Order filled.
So I'm out of the trade. It hit my blue line. Just a recap of today's trading day. Obviously, very, very happy with the execution on my second trade. The first trade, I got in way too late, and that's because I was trying to analyze two pairs at a time. I was looking at YM, and I got in NASDAQ way too late. I'm thinking if I just want to focus on one pair because of that. But overall, this execution was very good. I'm happy that I was able to end the day on a green note, especially after that first bad loss. Just gathering my thoughts here. Let's take a look at YM. Yeah, I was looking at this break on YM below this resistance, and it hit about a 1-to-1, a 1-to-1. And NASDAQ hit a 1-to-4. Yeah, no, I think moving into next week, I'm happy I ended the day on a green note. First trades have been losses for me, but I've always rebounded on my second trade. So I think moving into next week, I'll be more cautious about my first trade. And I think I'm just going to focus on NASDAQ because I was thinking about US 30 and it distracted me from my positioning on NASDAQ. But yeah, that's about it. I think this is going to continue pushing up. Honestly, probably to, there's only clean range up to 22.068. I just decided to close, call it a green day. I had a little bit running. But like I said, happy for a green day, and I will be just thinking about my trading week and hopefully coming back next week stronger. So thanks again for tuning in.